Hello, everybody. My name is GenVamp, and I'm here to interview.
Insydnis.
Yes, Insydnis. I met you. Forget how. I think a couple weeks ago, was it?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And as we spoke about things, you make music. What kind of music do you make?
I make several different genres. It's mainly just electronica, but I also dabble in my own video game music. I make hardstyle, jump style, drum and bass. I've made some dubstep. I've even dabbled in chiptune a little bit, but I'm more proficient in drum and bass as well as trance and just techno or electronica in general.
I know, I absolutely love that sound that you brought to the table, because you've done many things and a bunch of new stuff, including, I believe it was rap, was it?
Yes.
Oh yes, the electronic stuff I think is definitely a main highlight, and I think you should continue on. And this which brings me to my next question. How did you get your start into making music?
I've been making music since I was 11. I didn't have FL Studio at that time. I was in school, but I had so much ambition. I had so many dreams of just wanting to be different things, and the sky was the limit with my mind. And I went from being an author to just wanting to be a firefighter or a policeman or a storm chaser. And as I got older, my want for those dreams just died away left and right. And in the end of it, the last thing I wanted to be was a musician. And even then, I didn't think that I was any good at it.
Yes, I can definitely understand that. Is it alright if I call you Sid?
That's fine.
I know it's Insydnis. I understand how to pronounce it, unlike some people. but there's nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, some people mispronounce stuff. Some people call me Gen instead of Jen, even though Gen is short for general. Not Genesis like Phil Collins, even though I can sing. I just usually prefer not to. Anyway, how long have you been doing this?
Like I said before, I got my start in the music business whenever I was 11. I actually didn't really start really trying until I was 15.
I understand that. Is there anyone who you inspired you to make music at all?
Yes.
Whenever
I joined the furry fandom, I met my mentor. He had a fan base based around suicide prevention, and he just wanted his music to be something that you can listen to escape from the world whenever you needed it, and just stress relief and therapeutical music and stuff like that. And I showed him some of my music that I had made on my little bitty electronic keyboard that my mom bought me that I kept over the years. It was $10 piece of crap, but I made the best of whatever I got. And he was actually impressed with whatever I created, and he told me that he saw great potential in me. And he, after a while of me talking to him, he gave me FL Studio, and he gave me a week. He showed me how to make the basics, and he showed me the basics of it, and he gave me a week to figure it out. And he told me not to use any tutorials because he told me that it's best you just figure out how to do stuff by yourself, not use tutorials. And I finished the song within 2 weeks, and he's like, yeah, you definitely got something going. You need to keep at it.
Now that's good. You should never give up on your dreams.
Oh, yeah.
And what's good is there's a lot of other opportunities there in that regard. Which also brings me, you make this for free right now, right? Or
Yes.
Oh, okay. The next one is about money, but we'll save the money question for later, because it's really just a brief one. But, so yeah, this other guy, you made music with him?
Yeah, we pretty much collaborated. His name was DJ Discord, and around that time I was DJ Obscure, and we became DJ Obscored.
I like the sound of that. It has a great ring to it.
Right? Yeah.
Oh yes, definitely. And based on your name, Insydnis, I really love the dystopian themes right there. dystopian hellish themes. Which just also brings me to my next question. What's the meaning behind the number 169 in your logo?
The meaning behind 169 actually started whenever I went to Job Corps, which is kind of like a mixture between high school and college. And my room number in that campus was 169. It was where I met he was pretty much like my bestest friend of all time. And I've had so many great memories in that room. And after we completed Job Corps, we cannot, me and him and anybody else, all my other roommates, we cannot like go a single day without seeing the number 169 in our everyday life. And with me, I see it as a number of good luck and inspiration. You know, it just brings back the good times of where it all started, you know, back in 169.
I understand. I absolutely love the sound of this. Well, you should definitely always keep at it. I mean, there's a lot out there in terms of music making. There's plenty of people who have done it. I mean, your music reminds me of the industrial sound as well as the like the electronic sound. Also, it reminds me a lot of the stuff that I don't know if you've heard of Doomsday Refreshment Committee or Combi Christ.
I love Combi Christ.
There you go. KMFDM's another one. I think you've heard of them. Lovely. Yes, and considering that making music can be very profitable, there's always a way to get things set up. Since you have something for you, have you ever thought about? This is the money question that I just mentioned. Have you thought about setting up a Patreon or GoFundMe page?
I've actually done that before. Whenever I've fallen on hard times, I've actually asked my fans to help, like, just a little bit with money, and they're always more than willing. I do like the idea of, like, starting to sell my music and whatnot, but I don't, like, want to jump into it, like, too quick because I don't want to let the money corrupt me.
Understandable. There's always a way around something, and money, well, yeah, it can corrupt people. I can understand that. It just depends on who exactly it is that's making the money, because just because they make a lot of money doesn't always mean it can corrupt them. Like,
yeah, that is very true.
Like, have you heard of such bands as Five Finger Death Punch or Volbeat?
Oh, yes.
Well, they, in a sense, are independent too, I believe, and they make lots of money and stay true to their guns. And just like you, they also take influence from other things. Long story short, I can understand where you're coming from because I've seen other artists like that. Like Volbeat, Five Finger Death Punch, and Children of Bodom are just such examples. And they even did cover songs of many other things. Like Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears for some reason. What in the hell? It was so funny. Anyway, the next thing I wanted to ask you about is this game. I guess you could say it's more of a Let's Player group, but it also can be a reviewer group. But it's not just reviewing something, you're also having fun with what you're doing. It's the Team Crossfire ad. I don't know if you saw it, but it is out there on my channel, which is also, well, present. It's something you should check out. It's on my GenVamp Gaming channel. Just wondering if you would like to be interested in that, if you have, like, any time at all.
I would be very much interested in it.
Okay. Same here. I'm glad that you would be interested in that, and it's all a matter of applying yourself. A lot of people start off, like, even if they're new to making something, they get better. It just depends. Some people don't, but I see a lot of potential with you, and I think you can succeed. I have a long way to go when it comes to my side because I want to get into the computer technician field. So yes, I may set up a Patreon for my stuff as well. I know this is we kind of got all the questions out of the way. I'm just going over a few things, just quick things.
Okay.
And I do have a list of things to like show you in terms of what games to play. Granted, they're easy and affordable, so I can work around that. I just have to work around the issues with my fucking, what do you call it? My capture card for my consoles. Because I also have a 360, just like yourself.
Yeah.
Because we spoke prior to this, even though some people maybe find this a little weird, but yeah. But I think that covers everything. So yeah, more is to come, everyone. So yes, stay tuned, right?
Yeah.
One last question that I wanted to ask. Are you like a dragon or Nephilim or both?
Pretty much both. It honestly depends on how my day is going.
Right, and awesome. I, in a sense, I'm basically a daywalker vampire. Those vampires that can survive in sunlight. No, I do not sparkle. And those Twilight movies and books, I wouldn't want to touch those. They actually are my kryptonite. They burn my skin. But yeah, so that's, I guess, out of the way. And I also saw this dragon picture of yours that I think would also do as a great logo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I've seen it, and I think it would definitely work, so you should use something like that in there, too. Like, you notice how I have a logo for mine? I mean, I think it would work, man. So,
I guess we're both having internet issues.
Okay, well, we're pretty much at the end of it, so, yeah.
Okay.
A lot is to come, guys. Please check out Insydnis' stuff. His SoundCloud channels are linked down below, along with his YouTube channel. It's also annotated somewhere in the video. We've been having internet issues, but then again, that's been happening to me a lot, even when I play Diablo 3. So I may as well just wing it. Because I'm batty like that. Any last words, or...?
Yeah, I'd also like to mention what happened to my mentor.
Yeah. Tell me.
Long story short, well, he had his suicide prevention campaign going, and he was trying to, like me, get his music out into the world. Well, he couldn't really do it as good as he wanted. He eventually he finally was able to go out into public and go to a karaoke bar and play his music there. They promised him 30 minutes, and he only got about 5 minutes in before the patrons actually jumped up on stage and started beating the shit out of him with his own music equipment.
Oh my god.
He went home. This is before I had a cell phone. I never thought of actually having a cell phone, and this is why I always have a cell phone at all times. He went home, sent me 3 emails. One of them explaining what happened. The other one was like I was talking to a completely different person, telling me that he was going to kill himself, and that he was done with life because shortly before that, his girlfriend left him. His mom was starting to kick him out of his house, and the 3rd email told me that he was going to actually go through with killing himself, and he told me that to never give up on my music, that he would always be there whenever I needed him. Just listen to the music and I will guide you. And I found out that he committed suicide 5 years ago on my birthday. He committed suicide on August 17th. And it kind of made me wonder what he meant by just listen to the music. And then it's really weird, but I actually hear melodies inside my head. If I cannot make music, I will be driven close to insanity because I want to get these melodies out of my head because they sound awesome and just do something with them. And how I make music, it's kind of like a puzzle piece. I hear what sounds good, here's what, and whenever I fiddle with a note, it kind of clicks with me, and then the next piece, and then the next piece. Next thing you know, I got a whole song going. And me as a musician, I want to try and inspire people, and in a way that I want to inspire people is don't hate yourself for being different. I've been different all my life. I'm pretty much the black sheep of my family. I am the only, pretty much the only musician in my entire family. Nobody else listens to electronica. They're just all country people and just completely different from me. Mm-hmm. And never give up, no matter what is at stake. Never give up on yourself and keep pushing yourself to go that extra mile. Because all the times that I was struggling with my music, I've always wanted to give up, and my fans were always there to pull me right back. And that's another reason why I love being a musician. It's so many awesome experiences and so many awesome people that I can make connections with. And it's just like a great, amazing adventure.
Oh, yeah. Socialization is key. Meeting the right people, making friends, gaining a following. It's a whole good thing. You just gotta keep building it. Some people don't get the opportunity, but I'm glad that, well, you have that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So, yes, everyone, never give up on your dreams. And if something bad happens, you can always improvise, but never give up on them nonetheless.
No matter how bad things get, never give up on them. There was this one point in time in my life where I was not able to make music for a single year.
Yeah.
That was absolute hell for me.
Yeah, like an artist who really loves to paint his work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get that. And I can understand the country hick thing. The country hick town thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Because you live over in, I guess, Oklahoma?
Yeah, I live in Oklahoma. You got it right, spot on.
Yep. Wonderful. Okay. So, yeah, I guess this wraps everything up. Insydnis' stuff is linked down below. Check out his music and channel. More is yet to come. As well as, I hope, some Team Crossfire vids. Only thing I'll need now is just perhaps maybe a brief opening, which is funny because gaming is kind of the main thing about Team Crossfire, so maybe Enter the Gamer phase may be good for that, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh, that would be an awesome song for an intro.
Yeah, we just need to think about how to open it, basically.
I actually edited to where I took out the long intro and actually made it kind of like have a digital like intro, and then it fades into the song. It sounds really good. I'll send you a link after we get done with the interview.
All right. Well, we're pretty much wrapping up. So
okay.
Yeah. Aside from some disconnections, I worked around it. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. More's yet to come. Like I said before, thank you all for tuning in. And I'll see you all in the next videos. Stay batty, my friends.